So it's almost eating time for the horses, and so I always call them like this. Hip, hip, come on, come on. And sometimes Kara will talk. Maybe she's not going to today. Oh yeah, she did. Here they come. And Sunny has this mask on her face because it's a UV mask. It protects her eyes from the sun. She has a really bad eye with the sun right now. And this is Kara. This is the new horse. And she is in charge. She pushes Sunny around like you wouldn't believe. She just gives her these nonverbal gestures with her eyes and her ears, and Sunny moves. So we'll go ahead and get their feed ready. Now I was going to show you that Stormy is climbing up into the columbine, or excuse me, in the coral honeysuckle to get a bird nest, which is not cool. Stormy, and look at that. Look at her go. Come here, Stormy. Come on, come back down here. Anyway, it's not really great to have a cat when you attract so many birds, because there's times where she brings me a baby bird in the room as a gift because she loves me. But that's not good for the bird. So I feed horses these crumbles, kind of like the chickens, but they're bigger. And then this is a 3-quart scoop, and this is what Kara gets. She gets a lot, so she gets 6 quarts of feed a day. And then I have corn oil. It's regular old corn oil, and I put that and I top dress her feed with it, and it's good for her hooves and her skin, and you know, and it makes her look shiny. And it adds calories, because corn oil does add calories, and she's kind of skinny, so she needs those calories. So I top dressed, or I put the corn oil, about a half a cup in here, and I do that twice a day on her feed, and we're going to walk out and see if she'll come around and get her feed where she's supposed to. So I feed her separate in a separate pen, because she's really bossy and she picks on Sunny way too much. So we'll put her feed over here in this rubber bucket, because I had, come on, hip, 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 come on, Kara. Because I had it in a plastic bucket, and Sunny put her foot through it and almost cut her foot off with it. So now we have it in a rubber type bucket. Come on, come on. And so she'll come running around the corner here probably, and you'll get to see her, hopefully. Come on. Oh, she's not going to run today. It's warmed up a little bit. Yesterday it was really cold, and she was very frisky. But they love their food. And so in the food is corn and oats and flax and all kinds of different seeds and things like that, because that's what horses eat. Right? So we'll back up and let her stick her head down in there and eat. Now Sunny, she's very fat. She's an easy keeper. She gets fat easy. So all she gets is a little tiny coffee can twice a day. And that's not even a quart. She gets 2 quarts a day basically, so it's just a little coffee can, and she stays fat just on that. And she has special stuff. It's her food's a little bit different because she's a little older. And she can see through the mask just fine, but it protects her from the flies, and it protects her from the sun's rays. So we're gonna put this down in here, and we're gonna give her a little pet. Good girl, good girl. She likes getting pet. And the feed is all in a little crumble. Like I said, it's different grains and stuff, and it's just in a little crumble like this. And it actually kind of swells up in their stomach. It's dehydrated. And so, all right, I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed this little video on feed. And oh, by the way, every pasture here has water. So they always have to have lots of good water, and it doesn't have to be clean every day. This actually has 4 or 5 fish in it that help keep it clean. I don't see them. I was hoping they might come up to show you, but they're not. Yeah, you probably can't see them. But anyway, there's about 5 of them in there, and they help keep it clean. And they actually eat feed off of the horse's muzzles when the horse puts their muzzle down there to get a drink. It's kind of cool. One last thing I was going to say about horses, there's always one horse in a pasture of horses that's in charge. They're not the dad. It's typically a girl horse or a mare, she's usually in charge, and she gets the best feed, the best water, the best grass, everything. And they don't talk, they just use nonverbal gestures, like with their ears, with their back legs, with their body movements, and their eyes. And everybody knows who's in charge. So if you see a group of horses someday, just sit and watch and see if you can figure out who's in charge, because it's pretty interesting. They're not, she's not moving Sunny around right now, but it's real interesting, and I'll try to catch that for you. But there's always one horse in charge, and they get the best of everything, and they have to have that chain of command to protect themselves. Someone has to watch for predators, whether it's coyotes or dogs or whatever it may be, while the others sleep. And so they pull like a defensive perimeter at all times. Someone has their eyes open, because there's always something wanting to eat horses. They're just prey animals, and they just react to things. All right, they don't try to eat anything except grass, but everything tries to eat them. So they only react in flight mode. They don't even really like to fight. All right, talk to you later. Love y'all.